See here, the concept of stereochemistry. Stereochemistry means study of compound in a space that is x, y, z axis. Three-dimensionally study of organic compound in a space is known as stereochemistry. Here in stereochemistry, some terms are is to be used, which is very important. Here, what is the concept of that? See here, in that optical isomer I will discuss first. In that we have inversion configuration, that is SN2, and retention configuration, that is in SN1. Now the terms plane polarized light, that is PPL. In case of plane polarized light means what? When any source of light, is passed through Nicol prism, Nicol prism made up of nickel and cobalt, Nicol prism. So what happened? All the light which scattered are absorbed and emitted in a one plane, either perpendicular or parallel to the earth. Now these light are known as PPL, plane polarized light. While changing the medium, when we will change the medium, this plane polarized light deviate, because the reason is that if medium will change, definitely there is a deviation. So here what happen, when this plane polarized light is passed through a container containing liquid or solution whose concentration C and length of the tube is L, so that there is a deviation, and this plane polarized light is always there. See, plane polarized light must be in a straight way, same as it is, but it look like in this way, little bit tilted to the left or little bit tilted to the right. If the angle of deviation, this is delta theta, so this deviation is from the measure from the plane polarized light, you are moving to the opposite direction, that is anti-clockwise. This anti-clockwise is said to be levorotatory, and it is denoted by small l with negative sign. If this dotted lines are to the right side of the plane polarized, suppose that this, if this is the in this way, then this is the angle of deviation, and this rotation is the clockwise, so that is small d or plus sign, that is said to be dextrorotatory. So these D and L are observed from the plane polarized light. Now here it is very clear, when ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, all lights are absorbed and emitted in a one plane, that is said to be plane polarized light. Now then, if this plane polarized light is passed through optically active and optically active substance. Optically active substance means what? See here, if a compound is rotate, or if a compound through which plane polarized light is passed, then their image are an object are when differentiate by the light, then it is said to be optically active. When object and image are differentiate then it is said to be optically active. See here, this is the ordinary light which pass through all possible direction. This is the Nicol prism, and this is the plane polarized light passing through one plane. When medium will change, there is a deviation may be in this way, or deviation may be in this way. So if it is a left side, that is anti-clockwise. If it is a right side to the plane pole, that is clockwise, that is DL, and the mixture is known as DL, right? That is said to be plane polarized light, and the deviation is angle of theta. Now dextrorotatory, see here, dextrorotatory, a substance which rotate plane polarized light towards the right in the clockwise direction is known as dextrorotatory, plus sign and small d. Levorotatory, just opposite of that, when substance rotate the plane polarized light towards left, is known as levorotatory and denoted by small l or minus sign. Now Optical isomer in which the levorotatory and the dextrorotatory isomer of an optically active, this is optically, right, optically active compound are called as optical isomer, and the phenomena is known as optical isomerism, right. Similarly, we have studied that dextro and levorotatory are differentiate on the basis of plane polarized light or source of light optically, that is said to be optical isomer. Now this is very important part, that is chiral carbon. Chiral carbon means what? Carbon containing four different group X, Y, Z, W. Here this is said to be chiral carbon and represented by asterisk mark. This is the chiral carbon. All valency of carbon is different, that is chiral. Now this is also said to be when chiral compound means compound containing four different group. So when we draw its mirror image, then what happen? The mirror image are non-superimposable to each other. Non-superimposable. What do you mean non-superimposable? Means object when cut and paste on image, it do not overlap with each other. That is said to be non-superimposable with each other. Then object and image both are related as a enantiomer, right? What is enantiomer? When chiral carbon, its mirror image are not superimposable, then object and image are known as enantiomer, right? And also same, chiral carbon means what? Asymmetric carbon. Carbon containing four different group attached to that carbon, that is said to be chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon or chirality of carbon. Then its mirror image are non-superimposable, then it is said to be non-superimposable means what? That is said to be object and image are said to be enantiomer, and enantiomer means they are not, object and image are non-superimposable with each other. Then it's optically active or inactive. Then when molecule is rotate in presence of plane polarized light, then what happen? If object and image are differentiate, then optically active, right? Because here object and image are differentiated by the plane polarized light, then it is said to be optically active. Now see, here we will discuss the example of this chiral carbon. See, carbon whose valency is fulfilled by four different groups, that is methyl, ethyl, bromine and chlorine. So this is said to be 2-chloro-2-bromobutane. This is the chiral carbon because the carbon whose valency is four different, that is denoted by asterisk mark. Now see, here also this carbon is denoted by asterisk mark. Now this carbon and this carbon are different, but the carbon compounds containing four different groups, so that it is a chiral. Now here this is 2-chlorobutane 2-ol. While drawing the carbon CH3, C2H5, OH and Cl, different group. When mirror is passed through the object, suppose that I am taking this object as an example and passing a mirror image, then what happens? Its image is overlap with each other? No, because there is a Cl and Br or ethyl and methyl, they are not overlap, they are not overlapping with each other, therefore it is said to be non-superimposable, right? Similarly here in this example, if we apply in this example, then what happened? Here see, here there is a 2-chlorobutane 2-ol. When apply a mirror image, then what happened? They are not overlap with each other because there is a Cl, there is a OH, then Cl, C2H5, CS3, they are not overlapping, that is also they are not superimposable, then it is said to be asymmetric, and their object and image are known as non-superimposable. They're non-superimposable, so that is they are enantiomer. So that they are enantiomer, when source of light is passed, they light observe image and object both separately, then that is said to be optically active, right? Optically active means source of light के presence में उसको study करो. If they are overlap, then optically active. If they are overlap, optically inactive. If they are not overlapping, non-superimposable, then they are inactive. Clear? Now therefore some example we will discuss here. See here, that is enantiomer, optically isomer which are non-superimposable. See, image with each other, that is enantiomer. See here the example taken, C bonded with H, Br, Cl, I. Its mirror image are non-super because this is I. It's when cut and paste to that, this I is shifted to H side, so they are not overlapping, that is said to be non-superimposable. Then object and image are enantiomer. When source of light is passed, here it is observed H. In case of image there is a I. So H and I are differentiated by the source of light, therefore it is said to be optically active, and that is said to be enantiomer. Now see here,